Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the ultimate guide to playing Wolverine in Marvel Rivals. Now Wolverine is mostly a tank buster. You want to be going after the targets that have the highest amount of health, as he can do percentage based damage that starts at 1.5 times their max health, and at full rage stacks it can do upwards of 6% of their max health per attack, which can shred people down really quickly. Now there's a lot of unique strategies that you can use with Wolverine, like taking an enemy and dropping them off the ledge, and this works really well on certain maps that have a ledge nearby, such as the Hydra map on Domination. So you can use that kidnap attack to take people right to the edge. You do have to be careful with your how you do it, but you can see here, like, we're able to drop them right off the edge and then down they go. So that is a nice strategy. If you want to eliminate a target really quickly, you can just take them near the end. And it only works on certain maps, but it is really effective way of just getting them out of the fight. Now, Wolverine has two passives. He's the only hero that has multiple passives, and that is his Berserker, the ability to stack up the damage here, so he's got those rage stacks, but he also gets the ability to revive himself if he goes below his max health. So if you get depleted in your health, you can regenerate. Depending on how much rage stacks you got, you can actually get quite a bit of health back, up to 300 health, which is basically a full health bar. So Wolverine is actually very tanky for a duelist. He isn't as tanky as Mr. Fantastic, but the damage output on Wolverine is incredible. You typically want to be kidnapping tanks and bringing them back to your team. Whenever you do this kidnap attack, you get an increased attack speed, which allows you to burst people down even faster. But the strategy that you want to employ with Wolverine is you want to flank a little bit to the side, get close, use this right click alternative fire, so whenever you're trying to sneak up on someone, you can use that, and then you want to attack with this. Using your jump attack there, you got to be careful, because if you're not using it correctly, you'll actually jump over the target. You need to be touching them. If you're slightly behind them, you're going to miss. You do have to get close, so that's why I recommend going with this attack here to kidnap them, and then you can bring them back to your team. And if you got maximum stacks of rage, you'll actually burst them down really fast, but it all depends. If the tanks have a pocket healer, you're not going to be able to outdamage them in time, so that's why it's important to kidnap them, bring them back to your team, and then let your team do the work. So, or you will also do the work too. So with that, he also has this roar attack that he has, and what's cool about it is it'll actually give you 50% damage negation, so you'll take a lot less damage for 5 seconds. Now there's another cool way to use it. We can actually go with our jump attack here, and if you use that, it keeps your momentum, so it actually launches you a whole lot further, which is really nice. So if you need quick mobility, that is a way to do it, but it does burn through 2 of your cooldowns, so just be mindful of that. Now you'll see here, as we get attacked here and go below our max health, if we have the max stacks of rage built up here, we're actually going to get a good amount of health back. So we got 300 health back there, so that just allows us to survive, and with that, you just want to get to damaging the target, and you'll keep whatever health you got as actual health, so it won't actually turn into temporary health. So that is a really nice ability. It does have a pretty long cooldown, but one of the nice things with Wolverine is every time you take out a target, it reduces the cooldown by 10 seconds. So you can see down there in the right hand side corner that it's getting reduced really quickly depending on how many enemies we're able to take out. So with that, you also get the damage cooldown whenever you do assists. So even if you're not able to take out a target, you can still get that nice boost. So that is one of the best things about Wolverine, is he's got all that, he's got all the extra abilities to really be a tank shredder. Now he's also got a really effective team up with Hulk. So if you're playing alongside a Hulk, you can use the fastball special, and they can launch you at a target. You can't actually test it out here, unfortunately, because it does require Hulk to do everything. So I wouldn't recommend it unless I mean, it is a good thing to do because it gives you an extra, it basically gives you the attack you do under here whenever you're doing your Berserker attack, so you can attack really fast after getting launched. But the problem with it is Hulk is in full command of where you get launched to, so you do have to have someone that is pretty competent to make sure that you're not going to get launched in the wrong direction or thrown off the ledge. I've actually had someone throw me right off the edge into the abyss, so I got destroyed by my own teammate. I don't know why, but it does happen from time to time where you'll get players like that. But you do want to make sure that it's a Hulk that's going to throw you at another tank. Sometimes I find they throw you not in the best direction, but again, it's all up to Hulk to make sure that you're in the right spot. But we do have a lot of great mobility as Wolverine here. So as you can see there, we got the fast movement. We actually move faster than other targets as well. So that is another nice thing about Wolverine. And his right click has a cooldown of only 3 seconds, so you can actually use that often to shorten a gap between any targets, but I always recommend having it to use before you do this kidnapping attack. So I'll also show off some combat with Wolverine in actual gameplay so you can see where to position him. The team up with Hulk is extremely effective because it turns your normal attack into the Berserker Claw Strike, which gives you a fast attack speed here, which can shred people down really fast. Now, it's up to your tank, Hulk, to make sure that you get thrown into the fight and make sure that you're thrown at a tank, because that'd be the priority to be thrown at. But you can see here, I'm just wrecking havoc at the back line. We took Hulk out of his ultimate, or Hulk form there, and we just kind of went around causing chaos. So with this, it's really all about knowing when to peel. Similar to some other dives, you want to get in, get out. You do have that regenerative force to give yourself extra health, but I wouldn't recommend going all the way till your health reaches 0. It's best to kind of stick away if you can. But grappling enemies if you can. You can see here that we actually shred down Penny really fast there, and that got her health down quickly. So that's nice, especially in her ultimate. She has extra health, which makes it easier to take her down. But that is really the thing with Wolverine, is you want to get behind their tanks and try to drag them back to your team. And occasionally, if you got a Hulk team up, you want to use them to be able to throw you right at a tank. For Doctor Strange, just went right at him here. And with that, we were able to burst him down pretty quickly. So that was really nice. Also with the ultimate, I didn't really talk about it much, but with his ultimate, you want to be up close, similar to whenever you're going to use your diving attack, because it's going to deal damage when you hit them, as well as when you hit the ground. So you want to be able to get as many hits in as possible, so that's why it's important to go in behind them. And hopefully you can hit a tank with that, or 2 tanks. Priority would be nice to get more of them, but yeah, the ultimate is really strong for that. Now, you usually want to just be harassing tanks, and then whenever your cooldowns come back, pull them into your team there. Unfortunately, there's a Penny with a mine set up, and the Groot walls were kind of bugging me out, but that's a bit of a difficult team up, because Penny is good at countering Wolverine with her nest, and Groot is good for just stopping him with his walls. So you do have to watch out for that. But you do have really great mobility as Wolverine, because you do have that fast movement speed. You're going to see here, I was able to take out Penny really well while she was in her ultimate form. Again, it's because she gets extra health when she's in her ultimate, so it's easier to take her out with that. So sometimes you can grab healers, but some of them aren't going to be ideal, because a lot of healers have a way of peeling away, turning invisible, or freezing you. So don't go after healers as much as you want to be going after tanks, because you can see here, sometimes the healers will flock to their tanks, and both of them will get shredded down, so that can be really nice. Now, whenever you're playing Wolverine, it's good to stick around your tanks, and then whenever you see opportunities arise to be able to grab someone, go for it. This wasn't that great, I just want to show that there, so make sure you stick to one target and try to burst them down. Unfortunately, Namor flew away, and he flew away again here, so it wasn't the easiest thing to take care of. But sticking with your tank is going to be an ideal way to stay alive and get a good flank on. So this Groot was just being a bit of a pain, and yeah, we were able to take him out there. But this is how to play Wolverine. If you got any questions in Marvel Rivals, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button if this video was useful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.